stewardship, the Muslim in the general capacity respected him. And that's how we got Petronas and Malaysia into the game. And one of the biggest oil development ever developed in the world, with 900 million barrels of oil recoverable. So, what I'm trying to suggest here, the energy for Ummah, the new game changer, among technology, what our brother said just now, which is correct, the consumer that Dr. Sarah raised, this kind of thing, and also the new policy that some of the panelists raised. And I think on top of that, we need a great, unique Muslim leaders to lead the Ummah again, to actually unite the Ummah through this, what I call black gold resources. Yeah, because if we don't have this kind of leadership, and you know, we'll be living in disarray, and then this is where the opportunities for the enemies to come in and take advantage of it. And then that leads to what I always call it the typical 5 E's that we need to ensure moving forward on how do we take advantage of this energy for Ummah. One, which I call it the first E, is education, Mr. Rafiq. And I'm glad Dr. Wissam, Dr. Sarah being the academia in your profession, I think this will add value because we have to educate our community, our Ummah. What is the world is all about today with energy and future energy? How do we grab the opportunity? And second leads to, of course, the economy. And to create the economy, we need the spell of energy development. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about. We cannot live with it without fossil fuel oil and gas. We have to deal with it. Though we think that we are running out of shallow water, but people go to deep water. Now people are talking about ultra deep water. Our friends in Tanzania, Mr. Nasaro have briefed me before. In Tanzania, they are not about to develop 2 or 3 blocks, which is 2,000 meters water depth. They need the technology from offshore, subsea development to onshore pipeline for the LNG gas development. So where are we in this? Are we ready for that? And the fourth one is environment, where Dr. Wissam is a strong, supporter of that. So what sort of initiative we need to put up to actually really tackle? In Malaysia, I'm glad that Dr. Yusuf said shared in his slide just now, is biomass to energy, for example, the conversion from palm oil, biomass resources. We took the risk, you can ask Dr. Yusuf, we took the risk among 6 of us. There are 4 companies and 2 universities, UM and Unitech. We said we need to forge together to be bravely enough to take up this challenge of putting up these biomass resources, which is 100 million tons per annum, and convert it, and hopefully to generate about maybe the max 3,000 megawatt for the country. It is part of the energy transition, so that we can then phase out from the coal dependency. Yeah, and I was reading somewhere the increase of coal have cost 45% of electricity generation, manufacturing generation for the country. So that's something the consumer wouldn't want to hear. Yeah, so we've got